All right. Well, welcome everyone. We are so excited that you're here to join us to learn more about this incredible opportunity with Parklane Jewelry. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Katie Stroop, and I am a sales vice president here at Parklane Jewelry. And I am excited tonight to share all of the ins and outs, all things Parklane, give you some information so that you can make an educated decision as to whether you'd want to hop on and test drive this incredible business opportunity. And so without further ado, I'm going to hand over this opportunity chat to our incredible, gorgeous, amazing National Director, Miss Jennifer Bond.
Well, hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Perfect. Well, I am absolutely thrilled to be here this evening with all of you to share a little bit more about Parklane Jewelry. And this is super fun for me and exciting for me because there are so many of these faces on the screen that I actually had the opportunity to meet for the first time in person this past weekend. And let me tell you, if you are a guest on this call this evening, you are here at the right time, at the right place, hearing about this opportunity. So I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about what Parklane is all about, this buzz that you're hearing about. Maybe you have heard of Parklane in the past, maybe you are new to hearing about Parklane, but I'm going to share a little bit over the next couple of minutes with you about what it is like to be a stylist with Parklane Jewelry, and again, what all of the buzz is all about. You know, I always like to start with the people of Parklane. I think it's really important that, number one, when you're hearing a little bit more about a company, that you know who the people of Parklane are, you know who we as a company are. But I think it's even more important that you start with who it is, like, why am I talking to you? So I think I want you to know who I am. As Katie said, I am a national director with Parklane Jewelry. I live in Fort Worth, Texas, and I am actually a Floridian, but I moved to Texas a little over 20 years ago. And so I am a transplant. I started in the direct sales industry whenever I was very, very pregnant with one of my kids, and I had a toddler, really a baby, already at home. And I was immediately attracted to direct sales because it was something that I could do on my time, be able to stay home with my babies, have the flexibility to be able to be there for them and to be able to raise my kids. We had to go about things a little bit more challenging and in terms of being able to have kids. And so I wanted to be able to stay home with them. Well, I was just looking to make a little bit of money. And I realized very quickly within my first shows in my first weeks with my former company that I could make like real money. So I wound up really falling in love with this business because I saw the impact that it made on my family. I saw the impact then whenever I saw other people coming into the business, the impact that it made on their families. Well, fast forward, you know, basically 2 decades later, and I came to Parklane Jewelry. I started in the field as I was talking with one of the leaders here on this Zoom tonight, this weekend, and just telling her, you know, I started not knowing anything about the industry and, you know, have made a career out of it. So I always like to start with who I am because I think it's important that you know who it is that you're talking to and the voice that's actually sharing the information with you. Now, in terms of the people of Parklane, you know, one of the things that I think is so special about Parklane Jewelry is that we are not a new company. We are actually an established company that has been around for 65 years. We actually got started in 1955, which is crazy when you think about it. We got started by a young married couple, Shirley and Arthur Levine, and they were 16 and 19 years old. And they started this business in the same year that they got married in 1955. They started this business and they really truly were pioneers and visionaries in this industry because it was so important to them to be able to help women create a lifestyle for their families that was going to give them financial independence, and that really, the way I like to see it is, was going to let them make different choices, was going to give them a lot of opportunity. Well, fast forward 65 years later, we are still family owned and operated. We are run by the second and third generation of the company. And one of the things that I think is really important to know is that all these years later, we have always remained steadfast in holding true to the principles upon which, the foundation upon which our co-founders, Shirley and Arthur, started the company. One of the things that we have done along the way is that our co-owners have chosen to never take more than 2% profit from the company. Everything else is pumped back into the company. And the reason why I share that with you is because in just a minute, I'm going to be sharing with you some other things like about our programs that we have that are through the roof, that are over the top, our profit plan. And it will make sense whenever I share those things when you say, how can the company do this? Well, the reason why is that we are a cash-rich and a debt-free company. And I will go ahead and address the elephant in the room, if you will. The question that everybody seems to want to know this past year is, during a pandemic, how has Parklane Jewelry done? How have we fared? And I will tell you, we have done extremely well. We have done so well that we closed out our very best year in 65 years in 2020. And so we feel very, very humbled by that. And we feel very, very blessed by that. So I always like to point that out because I know there are a lot of people who have struggled over the years, and that has not been the case for us in Parklane. So that's a little bit about the people of Parklane, who we are. Like I said, we have always remained true to those foundational principles that we had from the very, very beginning in Parklane. And we have made sure that we have pumped all of our profits back into our programs and our profit plan. Now, I would like to share with you what I affectionately call the second P of Parklane. Why are they drawn to Parklane Jewelry? I will tell you the number one reason why is because of our product. Jewelry is a fantastic product to be able to represent. And when you're looking at a product to be able to represent, when you look at something like jewelry, jewelry is fantastic for a couple of different reasons. Number one, it's in the top 3 gift-giving items that people give to one another. It's actually the number one gift-giving item that women give to other women. So to their girlfriends, to their daughters, to their granddaughters, to their aunts, to their moms. Jewelry is also one of those items that I like to say, the nice thing is that we are walking, talking, breathing billboards. Katie immediately, when she hopped on, she said she was wearing the Jennifer Bond earrings, and I couldn't tell, but I think they were the Dallas earrings. They were definitely a hoop earring, because she knows that I am all about hoop earrings, and every woman needs a fabulous pair of hoops. I am actually wearing our Island pearl hoop earring. It's a freshwater pearl earring, and it is one of the hottest trends that we have right now. But jewelry is one of those things that you are immediately drawn to it because you can see the product on somebody. In my former company, I used to say that I wasn't able to walk around with a hand-painted casserole dish on my arm, but I can walk around with a fabulous little arm party. And so people are drawn to that. Now, with our jewelry, we have what we consider a full fashion jewelry line. And what that means is we are going to have a little bit of something for everybody. And that means that we're going to have things that are going to be your dainty and delicate pieces, your pieces that maybe are going to be corporate appropriate. We're going to have your pieces that are going to be your classics. So things like your pearls. I'm wearing one of our pearl necklaces. I'm actually layering 2 different pearl necklaces here. We're going to have things that are going to be good for like your blingy cousin. If she likes like all the bling, that's the kind of jewelry that we're going to have as well. And we're going to have a multitude of metal tones. So we're going to have a little bit of something for everybody. And the nice thing about that is we have something that is going to be appealing to a wide range of people. Now, the other thing that I love is that in Parklane Jewelry, we work with 27 different designers. So we work with 27 different designers that are going to be able to be an expert in those areas that that you're drawn to. So we have a designer that just does wrap bracelets. We have a designer that really specializes in that boho chic look that's so popular. We have designers that specialize in designer inspirations. That's something that we're very, very well known for in Parklane. So we're going to have things that are Tiffany and Cartier lookalikes. We're going to have things that are going to have that similar look, but without the similar price tag. Now, the other thing when it comes to our product, we also come out with new jewelry every month, which is fantastic because that means that you have something every single month to be able to offer, to be able to show your customers. So it's just like if you were to walk into maybe your favorite clothing store or your favorite boutique. Every time you go in there, they're always changing the look. They're always changing the mannequins. They're always changing the cases. And we are too in Parklane Jewelry. We actually come out with new pieces every single month. And we also come out with new pieces, style drops, which is really like our hot on trend pieces every couple of weeks. So again, these are things that are fantastic to be able to offer our customers. Now, when it comes to our jewelry, the other thing that's really nice is that we have an unbelievable guarantee when it comes to our jewelry. Our guarantee is what we like to affectionately call an unconditional guarantee. And that means should something happen to a piece of jewelry, let's say, for example, our Moana earrings. So these are one of our most popular earrings. This is a silver filigree. It actually comes in gold and in rose gold. Let's say something silly happens. I drop one, the dog chews up part of it. You can actually send this in as a customer into the company, and the company is going to replace that piece for you. Now, in the first 4 months, we pretty much consider that unlucky. And so it is absolutely free for that replacement. But after those 4 months, it's simply going to be a fee, a $10 fee plus your $7 for your shipping. So the great thing is that especially in this day and age where I think over this last year, I keep saying that if you weren't an online shopper before, you are an online shopper now because all of us have been forced into this online shopping world. And we've all found that it's very, very convenient too. You know, I have packages that are arriving daily because I don't have to go out and go shop that way. And customers are loving this. But the nice thing is sometimes customers, if they haven't purchased with a company, they don't know what the quality is. We have the highest specifications. We have less than a 1% return rate on our jewelry. But in the event that something silly should happen, say you should yank your chain, you should drop your ring or your necklace down the garbage disposal, you don't have to worry about it. We are going to replace it for you. So that's one of the things that's nice about our product too, is that you do have that unconditional guarantee. Now, the other thing that's really great about our product is the fact that you don't have to guess what customers are going to like. You don't have to carry inventory. You don't have to invest in inventory. You don't have to guess what lipstick color everybody's going to love this season or what shake flavor everybody's going to want to order from you and drink. Everything is shipped directly from our home office. They package it, they ship it directly, and it goes directly to the customers, which is really, really nice as well. So that's one of the other things that's great with Parklane is that the company, the corporate office, is doing 100% of that business support of the packing and of the shipping and the delivery. Now, the other P that I want to share about, and this is the one that people love the most, that is our programs in Parklane. You know, in Parklay Jewelry, we are a very much an incentive-based company. We are not a quota-based company. We don't have quotas and we don't have minimums. We instead have a lot of programs and we have a lot of carrots that we dangle all the time. And one of the things that I think most of our stylists appreciate is the fact that we have programs that really touch all facets of our business. Our customers, our hostesses, and then of course, us as stylists. Now, the way that we really love on our customers is through our customer sale. And we have a 365-day a year sale that is just amazing. So for those of you that haven't had the pleasure of shopping with us yet, just wait, you're going to die when you hear the sale. So in Parklane, we have what we call our 2 and 4 sale. And the way that it works is when you purchase 2 items at regular price, and these can be your least expensive items, You then get to go back into the line and you get to choose 4 more items out. And these can be your more expensive items, but you're only going to pay 50% of the retail price of it. So you buy 2 at regular price, these are your cheapest items, and you get 4 more items that are your most expensive items at 50% off. So I'll give you an example. You could, for example, buy a pair of Moana earrings, really good price point at regular price. You could buy a pair of our Rue earrings in gold, which is very, very popular, one of our best-selling items. You could buy those at regular price. You then could go back into the line and you could choose maybe our Marina bracelets at 50% off. You could choose one of our Rika bracelets at 50% off. You could choose our Luna freshwater pearl necklace at 50% off, and you could choose our Island Hoop freshwater pearl earrings at 50% off. And I always like to use the analogy of it's kind of like going into your favorite department store. So let's say Macy's, for example, buying 2 pair of socks for your husband at regular price, and then walking over to the handbag counter and getting yourself 4 designer handbags at 50% off. That's what it's like with Parklane Jewelry with our customer sale. And I will tell you from a business perspective, when you're looking at a business, it's so great to be able to have a business that is really doing these amazing specials for your customers. Because what does that do? That makes people want to come back and shop with you. That makes people have that loyalty to you and to the brand. So it is huge to have that. Now, the second way that we love on our people is our hostesses. And I will tell you, hands down, our hostesses really, truly get spoiled. We have the most generous hostess program in the industry. And there are a lot of different levels. So I'm just going to get to it. So I'm just going to give you an overview. But on average, our hostesses are getting anywhere from $400 to $500 or more in free jewelry when they have a little get together. Now, that can be a virtual get together, so Zoom, it can be a Facebook Live, it can be a catalog show, it can be an in-person show. It can look like a lot of different things. So that's one of the things that's really nice is that our hostesses completely get spoiled. Now, another program that we have that has become really important this last year, I think especially so, that is our 50/50 fundraising program. Parklane Jewelry has always felt very strongly about giving back to organizations and giving back to organizations and communities. And we have a 50% back fundraising program that the company has set up that is not coming out of the pocket of the stylist, but the company is donating back 50% of the sales to that nonprofit organization. We have been so blessed this last year that we have been able to give away hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in funds to organizations, to 501c3s, to nonprofits who are needing those funds right now. And so it has just been such a blessing. And the great thing is that as a stylist, you are always also making commission on this. So 50% of the sales is going back to the organization. And then the other 50% of the sales, you as the stylist are making your full commission on. So it's a win-win for everybody. Now, of course, we spoil our stylists too, and we would be here until midnight tonight if I talked to you about all of the ways that we spoil our stylists. So I'm just going to highlight a couple of them. Number one, we have an amazing monthly program called our Rich Rewards Club. You know, a lot of times people will say, okay, I love this. This sounds wonderful. I want to get started, but how much money do I have to reinvest on a regular basis? Well, in Parklane Jewelry, we have our Rich Rewards Club program where you can earn free jewelry every single month, and it starts over every single month. So every single month, you can earn hundreds, as much as $1,100 in free jewelry of your choice just for doing your job. So the great thing is that you're not reinvesting into your business, that you are making pure profit on a weekly basis, because yes, we do get paid on a weekly basis, which is really, really nice. So our Rich Rewards Club program, that's the one that I really think that hands down most of our new stylists and our seasoned stylists really, really love. Now, the other thing that we have is that we do 2 all expense paid luxury travel trips a year as well. And this has become so huge for so many people. And I know that all of us have been in, some sort of lockdown over this past year, and it's been a crazy year. But I will tell you, the great thing is that we do these luxury travel trips that are available to every single person in the company. So you as a stylist have an opportunity, and we make them very, very attainable for people. You have an opportunity to be able to travel in the very, very near future. I will tell you some of the places that we have gone over the last couple of years is we've been to Zurich, Switzerland. We had a great time in Athens, Greece. We went to Rome. We went to Costa Rica. We went to Paris, France. We've been to St. Martin. We have been to Barcelona, Spain, and that's just to name a few. So we also have that for our stylists as well. And these are all expense paid. Like I said, they are luxury travel trips. And the great thing is, if you choose not to take the trip, but you've earned the trip, you can also choose to take the cash. So you can also have that cash out option as well. So those are just a couple of little programs. Like I said, we do things all the time for our stylists, which is absolutely amazing. And our stylists love it because not only are they making really significant income on a weekly basis, but they are also really reaping all of these extra perks, if you will, along the way. Now, I want to finish up with the final P, and this is probably the one that you're really the most interested in at this point, is our profit plan. In Parklane Jewelry, how do you make money? That's what the question, that's sort of like the question of the hour that everybody wants to know. It's very, very simple. You simply collect orders, you submit those into the company by Wednesday, and you earn a profit check that week. You can either do this through online sales, you can do it through single sales, you can do it through showing the jewelry to a group of women, whether it's virtually, online, or in person. And so your business can look like a lot of different things. You can do fundraisers. Your business can look like a lot of different things. Now, one of the things that's nice is that we also, like I mentioned earlier, we don't have any quotas or any minimums. And so you can decide how often you show the jewelry and how much money you want to make. If you have something coming up, maybe you have summer camps to pay for the kids, you can decide, I'm going to do some extra shows right now, and I'm going to make some extra income to be able to pay for that. Maybe you have an unexpected bill that came up. All of a sudden you have 2 or 3, 4 new tires that you have to put on your vehicle. You can decide how much money you want to make, and you can add more into your calendar, into your books. And so you have the flexibility to be able to do that. Now, like I said, in addition to the profits with Parklane, you also get all of these extra perks as well. We have a Mercedes car program. We have lots of other things like designer purses and outfits and all sorts of other things as well. As an incoming stylist, though, you make 30%, and you have the opportunity to make up to 50%. And that's one of those things that we very much love to be able to help you be able to maximize how much profit you can make with Parklane. And again, it's really pure profit that we're talking about. We do not charge you for credit card processing. We take care of that for you. And we are not charging you for, you're not paying for all of the host rewards or the fundraising program or anything like that. So I always like to say that you really truly are looking at a pure profit whenever you are with Parklane Jewelry. Now, a lot of people ask me, why now? Why is it now a good time to start with Parklane? And I will tell you, there's never been a better time. I already mentioned at the beginning of the call that we have been experiencing absolute explosive growth. We closed out our very best year in 65 years in 2020, and we are on track in 2021 to exceed that. But moreover, we are finding that we have a need to add more stylists to special target areas. There are certainly areas in Florida, there are certainly areas in Georgia and South Carolina, and all across the United States that are really, really needing more stylists. And so why now? It is a wonderful opportunity to be able to get in and to be able to make some significant income around the flexibility of the schedule that you want to make and be able to do what you want with this business. The other thing is we just launched our brand new spring line and it is flying off the shelves. We have had an outstanding response to it. And so the time could not be better. You know, I often say that there is a success principle out there, and that is the success principle of don't overthink things, just lean in and try something. You know, our CEO, Scott, often says, nobody ever got hurt by trying Parklane. And I think it's so true. The worst case scenario is you walk away with a lot of really beautiful jewelry, some amazing profit checks, and a lot of new girlfriends as well. But I will tell you, most people find when they come to Parklane Jewelry that they are completely blown away by everything that the company has to offer, in addition to the amazing checks that you can earn and the amazing programs and all of the extra perks. And yes, I just saw somebody said the girlfriends are the best. And that is so true. The community of women, of like-minded, you know, strong, kind, gracious, smart, savvy women that you have the opportunity to be able to work with and be able to build a business and build friendships with. That is just one of the extra cherries on top. So how do you get started with Parklay? It's very, very simple. You reach out to the person that invited you here this evening. You reach out to that person and you let them know that, one, you are interested in getting started. They're going to help get you signed up, and they're going to help you launch your business. You know, we help you get your business started. So that's the first thing that you're going to do. Now, if you're sitting here and you're like, okay, I think this sounds good, but I'm not 100% yet. You can also do what we like to call a decider show. And that's where you reach out to the stylist that invited you, you set up a show with them, and you decide at the time of the show whether or not you want it to be your paycheck or you want it to be their paycheck. You still are going to get all of the host rewards on your launch show. You are going to be able to get all of those perks. And so you can simply decide at the time of that show whether or not you want to join the business or not, and give it a whirl, give it a spin, or if you want to go ahead and just let that be that stylist show. So that's how you get started. Now, we do have a couple of different kit options, so I will just share those really quickly with you. And then I'm going to open it up for a couple of questions because I'd love to be able to just answer any questions that you might have. We have 3 different kit options right now. Our kit options, we have our standard kit option. That is our $1,000 worth of jewelry samples. So you get to choose $1,000 worth of samples. You have your full website that's got all the bells and the whistles, all of the back office training. It has all of the order entry that you can do on there. And like I said, all of the bells and whistles. That is for $229. So that's $229. You can start your business very quickly, and you can be making amazing money in a short amount of time. Now, the second kit that we have is our presidential kit. And this is like for the person that I say is like, this is for the girl who's like, okay, I'm going to do this. And if I'm going to do this, like that would be my personality. I'd be like, okay, if I'm going to do this, then I'm really going to do this. Edie's nodding, you know, and so that's our presidential kit. And that is $2,500 worth of jewelry samples. So it's going to be 2.5 times the amount of jewelry samples. And it's going to have, again, your full website. It's going to have all of the bells and whistles and all that, but that is going to be $639. So $639. Now we have a special going on right now. And so I definitely want to highlight that as well. And that is our quick start kit special. And that is $500 worth of jewelry samples, your full website, again, with all of the back office training, all of the bells and whistles. And this is only $99. So $99. And I don't know about you, but I can go to Target and I can put $100 of stuff in my basket and not even know what I got. $99, and you can get $500 worth of jewelry, a full website, and you can be up and running, making a paycheck and not just spending money and put stuff in your shopping cart that you don't know what you're going to do with. You can actually start a business that could possibly change the trajectory of your life. So those are our 3 kit options. We have the presidential, we have the standard, and then of course we have that quick start special. That is a special that we've been running for a little bit. I do not know how much longer that's going to go on. So if that interests you, you definitely want to reach out to the stylist that has invited you. So I hope that gave you a little bit of information about the company, a little bit about, like I said, the people of Parklane, our product, our programs, and then of course our profit plan. I want to just open it up for any questions. And Katie, what I'd love to be able to do here is if anybody wants to type a question into the chat, or if they want to raise their hand in the reactions, they can do that. And then maybe you can unmute them, or you can ask the question. Or Katie, if there's anything that I didn't say that you want me to follow up on, I am happy to do that as well.
Okay. I don't think we mentioned anything about the direct appoint.
No, that's a great thing to mention. Yeah, so what Katie's talking about is one of the things that is unique to Parklane is that we do recognize and respect people's leadership experience in the direct sales space. So that is actually how Katie came to the company. She had been with her former company as a leader and worked herself up into a top leader in her former company. And just like any other industry out there in the world, I mean, if you were to work at a bank and you worked your way up from a teller to maybe you were the VP of the bank, if you went to a different bank, you would move over into a lateral position. Well, Parklane Jewelry does the exact same thing. So if you have leadership experience in the direct sales space, you can actually interview or have a chat with me and one of our national directors, and you could possibly be eligible for a directly appointed position to be able to come into the company at a level that would be comparable to where you may have been in your former company.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does anybody else have any other questions?
And I am happy to answer any questions because I know I give you a lot of information in a short amount of time. Okay, well, ladies, here is what I want to tell you is that, again, there has never been a better time than right now. And I will tell you, just like the Nike slogan, just do it. I really do believe that everybody should try this business, try direct sales on at least once in their lifetime. And I will tell you, there is no better company to do it than in Parklane Jewelry. Now, we do have something special as a special bonus that we are going to offer for anybody who does schedule a show with the stylist that invited them. And that is going to be a special bonus of anybody who schedules a show with your stylist in the month of April. So I know we are fast moving into flipping the page on the calendar and moving into April. And so anybody who schedules a show with their stylist in the month of April, we are actually going to give you an additional $100 in free jewelry on your show. So as a hostess, not only are you going to get all of the hostess benefits that you get, we're going to give you an extra $100 in free jewelry on your show. The other thing that we are going to do is, because this is a special evening and we have so many people on this call, I'm going to do something extra special as well. Anybody who also reaches out to the stylist that invited them and says, I'm ready to go, I am ready to go ahead and give this business a whirl, I am also going to do a special sparkle gift for each and every person who says yes. So you can either reach out independently. I know we have all different personalities. You can say yes here in the chat now, or you can independently reach out to the stylist that invited you and tell them, yes, you would like to give the business a whirl. And I am going to be doing a special sparkle gift from me that will be presented to you from the stylist that invited you here this evening. So I'm going to do that as an extra special thing as well.
So that is so incredible, because in addition to booking a virtual style party and test driving our hostess program, essentially, right? They'll be receiving $400 for free for being a hostess, plus from you for booking it in April, another $100 shopping spree, which is insane. Plus, remember that if you do decide on that decider show, so to speak, to make it your actual your business, you'll also be receiving the commission check which is an added bonus, and then plus your starter kit jewelry, depending on which starter kit you get. So be sure to reach out to your stylist tonight. You got to let her know tonight, I'm on board, I'm in it to win it, right? And then we will have an extra sparkle surprise for you from Jennifer, guys. This is the perfect time. So excited to meet all of you and continue to grow this amazing organization, which we are the #1 sales VP in the world here at Parklay. So just to throw that in there.
A question here in the chat I'm going to grab really quickly because I think it's a really great question. One of the gals asked, can you get bumped from your status as a stylist if an adverse life event happens and you have to pause? No. That's what I love about Parklane Jewelry, is that when you move up in Parklane Jewelry, you never go backwards. You never get demoted. You never lose rank. You never get reclassified. If you are a certain level in Parklane Jewelry, you are always going to be that level until you move up to the next level. And we believe that to be so important because we all know that life happens sometimes. And so absolutely not. That never happens in Parklane.
Okay, I think that is all, ladies. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to the stylist that invited you tonight on tonight's call. And it was just such a pleasure to have all of you on, to meet you all. And thank you, Jennifer, for organizing the opportunity chat tonight. I appreciate you.
I was so glad to be on here. So I thank you so much for your time this evening, everybody that's a guest this evening. And we hope to have you as a part of our big Parklane Jewelry family very, very soon.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Everybody.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you.
Bye.